Ka pai ki ore te whānau, tēnei te hōkai nei taku tapu ai. Ko te hōkai nuku, ko te hōkai rangi, ko te hōkai o tō tupuna. Aha tāne nui a rangi i pikiti ai ki te rangi tūhāha ki te tihi i manono. I roko hina tūra a koe amatua kore anake. I rere o ai ngā ki o te wānanga. Ko te ke te tuauri, ko te ke te tuatea, ko te ke te ara nui. Ka tiri tiri a, ka paupau a, ki a papatua nuku. Ka puta tira tangata ki te whei o ki te ao marama. I just wanted to acknowledge the journey of Papa Tuanuku in terms of bringing down the kete of knowledge for us. And we've got two awesome people here, Horomona and Kelly, who are been a part of the journey with Menza for a wee while now. And yeah, just acknowledge us here tonight as well, in this space, who are searching for something to help tautoko them in the space of their kura, their classroom, their environment, etc., etc. Yeah. Other than that, the old father-in-law distracted me in my mihi. E kei whati no mai o te rata ka tau te ringa Māori i rungi a tātou katoa. Ko te mihi ki te atua, ko e te timatanga me te whakamutunga o ngā mea katoa. Ko te mihi ki te atua, ko e te timatanga me te whakamutunga o ngā mea katoa. Ka tangi ki ngā mate hoho, te wā, haere, haere atu. Ke re ringa wairua, ke waikinu, ha waikiroa, ha waiki pā mau. E mihi ana i te whānau o te ao pūoro o Menza. Tēnā koutou, kia ora mai tātou katoa. So in saying that, I'd just like to hand it over to Horomona, who is unmuted at the moment. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves in the space that we're in. Ngā mihi, tēnā koe.
Tēnā tātou e te whānau. Tēnei te reo e hoki atu ana ki ngā mātua tupuna, e rarau atu ana ngā mihi o ngā hau e whākia tātou i tēnei pō. Ara, tēnei pō o mutu whenua, tēnei te wā o te maramataka, mutu whenua o whiro, ana kia tau ngā ngāo kei roto i a tātou i tēnei wā, nō reira tēnei te mihi i runga anō i te rangi Māori e kia koutou katoa i te whānau. I was recapping on a kōrero yesterday. I was with the whānau down in Ngāti Awa, and one of the reflections was something that one of our nannies from up in Te Tai Tokerau kept on saying, and her name was, to us, Nanny Whina. People otherwise know her as Dame Whina Kupa. And one of her great sayings is, you can never win anything unless you are there to do something. And in that particular saying, I must acknowledge Menza. I'd like to acknowledge all the kaiako that have been involved in this kaupapa from its conception. I'd like to acknowledge Christian, Ben, and the whānau in regards to the kaupapa of exploring Māori histories and tikanga, and using the medium or the practice of taonga puoro to interweave the world of music into the aspects that you are all exploring and have, I suppose, all of us in the world of education have particular tensions with at the moment, and some are challenging, some are doable, and some need a little bit more work. And so I really want to acknowledge the whānau in creating these particular platforms, like these Zoom gatherings that have been created for all of us to explore and to get a better understanding and insightful, I suppose, get some insightful discussions happening in regard to how our teachers in our schools in all of our regions of Aotearoa New Zealand can actually feel a little bit more able to do some of the mahi that's ahead of them in coming together. And so in regard to the kaupapa, I just really want to acknowledge everyone and you know, just in these last couple of weeks, I've been involved in 3 or 4 different type of taonga pūoro aspects. Yesterday and tomorrow, I'm going back to a gathering where a student or a person that is learning under me with taonga pūoro is receiving his pūhoro, his peha. And each section of his peha, you know, there are different instruments and different karakia and different whānau coming in and out, learning about the journey of receiving a peha, receiving a pūhoro, receiving a taurapa. And yesterday I was with an international musician from India who was doing a video clip with the Ngāti Awa people, and the name of that video clip was Whanaungatanga. And he comes from the Tamil people, and it's all about the education between the people of India and the people of Aotearoa, New Zealand. In his way, he speaks of Māori, Pākehā, and Tauiwi all working together as one, and it's a perfect segue coming into this meeting today. And so the different aspects, we continue to be involved in so many different crossovers. And so just for all of you kaiako that have been in school today, ngā mihi, and thank you for participating in the sui tonight, as this is the first of 8 series, 8 Zooms over this term, to be able to delve in and dive into the world of taonga pūoro, dive into the world of exploring Māori histories and tikanga with taonga pūoro, with Māori music, and really looking forward to it. And going back to our Nani from Hokianga, Nani Whina, and her kōrero, you know, you can never win anything unless you're there to do something. And so we are all here doing something, wanting this to bear fruits for all of our students in all of our schools around the country. And so that's the goal, and the best way to allow them to have a better understanding of the music that they come across in the classroom is for the people that are around them to have a better understanding and better footing in being able to teach the different aspects of the beautiful world of music for them. And so tēnei te reo ka mihi ake kia koutou, e te ti, e te tā, e te motu, and just finishing off a special mihi question to your beautiful wife, hari huri tau, and hari huri tau for your birthday not long ago either. So tiringi i te rei te whānau, mauri ora, kei a koe te wā e Kelly.
Tēnā kōrua, tēnā koe oro, tēnā koe Christian. Can everyone hear me okay? Sweet, sweet potatoes. Well, actually, I'll just do this. Actually, let's start this way. E te tīmatanga, ka mihi atu ki tēnei te kaikarakia ki a koe Christian. I tuku tēnei ngā kupu ki a mātou nei ki a whakawhāriki hia i nei ngā kupu, hei hangai tēnei te tangata ki te atuatanga. Hua anō, I roto I tēnei ngā ahuatanga he tino mihi ki a koe. Good on you for holding face too, bro. Getting when you're doing your tau parapare and your father-in-law comes in and asks you if you want mashed potatoes or something for dinner. Ka poi. Ngā mihi atu ki a koe. It's hard to hold your ground, isn't it? Everybody who's online here, I just want to do a big mihi atu to you all. We spend a bit of time on Zoom in our lives, don't we? So nice to have you all here. We need to get a vibe, so we need to get a vibe of who each and everyone is in this room. And just the vibe that I'm going to bring right now, well, kind of it's behind me actually. So does everyone know where this little whare is? Obviously I'm not there because all that green stuff's moving around, but that's one of our whare down at home where I'm from, and it's called Tamati Kapua, and down in Rotorua. So that's where I come from, or this place here behind me, if we just want to be flash and go straight there. So my pepeha, actually I would be even flasher. Check this out, whānau. Ooh, disappeared myself. Yo, that's how the power of my karakia. Ko ngongo taha a te maunga, ko utuhina te awa, ko Rotorua nui a kahu mata momoi te moana. Ko te motu tapua tini rau te ukaipo Ngāti Whakaue. Ko Ngāti Whakaue iho ake tēnei te tangata e mihi atu ki a koutou. He tūhono anō tōku ki ngā whārua tūhoi. Kei reira, ko hikurangi te maunga, ko pati hiuhiu te hapu. Hua anō ko ngai tūhoi tēnei anō e mihi atu ki a koutou. He tūhono anō ki te tai rāwhiti ko te aitanga mahaki. Te iwi o tōku neni, ko te whānau haronga, te whānau kahukiwa, te whānau Macrae, mihi atu ki a koutou. And there's my pepeha really, in te ao Māori. But if we go back to where, I just better bring myself back into the picture, kia ora. That little place behind me here, that whare nui, I'll just find it here. Oh, here's the whare nui from the front actually. That's really to do with these. Remember old Hene Moore? She put these around her waist. Yeah. She floated out, and the bro Tuatahi and Tiki, the two of them out there playing some music, and they used it to lure in a way Hene Moore across ngā wai pō kare. We say the troubled waters of Rotorua. And so my maunga that I said at the start is called Ngongo Taha, and the taha is also one of these as well. So we call this not just a hui, we call it a taha. So there's within Waifakapapa too, just like horomonas, that's how I connect into my connection into Puoro, through to Tanikai, through Hene Moa, and through our maunga Ngongo Taha. That's me. My name is Kelly Kahukiwa, and I'm just a music lover, just like you all. Just love music. Nearly get booted out of parties for still talking about music at 3 a.m. And people are like, okay, time to go home now, and still talking with people about music, especially bass players. They like to talk a bit of music, eh? Yeah, anyway, that's me, and I'm looking forward to, with Horomona and whoever else is here, unpacking some of the mysteries in Te Ao Māori to do with Puoro. So the way that you will become comfortable for it is through you guys giving us your questions, and us doing our best to answer them without talking like I am right now too much. Kia ora, that's me, and I'd like to hand the rako on right now to Jane Herman, Christchurch. Tell us who you're from. Yeah, we're going to give you a few little kaupapa here. Tell us who you are, about your name, where you're from, and tell us the instrument that you find the closest to your heart right now, and it'll just be how we connect together. By the way, if it's not puoro, it's saxophone, okay? That's my real jam, the saxophone. Kia ora.
Kia ora, kia ora. Hi, I'm from the South Island. I'm in Christchurch, or Leafield Beach, actually. I live out of Christchurch. I live in North Canterbury by the rivers, and not far from where my ancestors were, like in Cooper's Creek, so they're inland. So yeah, it's funny how you gravitate. It's not so much in my culture to stay on the same land, but weirdly enough, I've gravitated right back close to being out in the wops of Canterbury. So yeah, just trying to run a sort of a subject association group down in my area, and yeah, I just try to pass on the knowledge that I've been really lucky to spend some time with you guys before, and I'm just learning so much. Started doing some of the takaro and the games this last couple of weeks, so yeah, with some boys, so it's been mainly good. But yeah, there's like hoha ones. I'm glad that they, you got to remember there is always that's going to happen. I think what Amu said, that just don't worry about that, move on. So yeah, it's good. But I just love hearing you guys talk. So thank you. I'll just sit in and listen some more. Nice to see you all again, by the way.
Cool, Jane. Hey, if everyone could put their virtual hands up like this, boom, raise your hand like that, and then once you've done your Whakawhanaungatanga, tell us where you can just take your hand down. But if everyone puts them up, we know who's left over. So Jane, you can hand the rako to somebody else.
Oh, I haven't got my glasses on, so now I'm a bit blind and old. But
just describe somebody's face and don't be rude.
Oh, Carmel's right beneath me, actually. Carmel, I think we met at a Mensa conference. She's down bottom there.
Kia ora. Yeah, I was like, I know Jane. Yeah, hi. Kia ora, ko Carmel toku ingoa. I am in Mangere Bridge in Tamaki Makaurau. I am born and bred Tamaki Makaurau, but spent way too long overseas. So it's been really nice to come home But I got a lot to catch up on and a lot to learn. So I couldn't believe it when this email came out saying that these sessions are happening for free. I was like, what? Are you kidding? So this is awesome. Thank you. I had the absolute privilege to be at Western Springs College Ngā Pūnua Waiorea, which is a really cool co-governance school. And yeah, instrument closest to my heart is always voice. That's my absolute favorite. But my second one is saxophone.
You're on the team. You made it. I pick you.
Excellent. I'm going to hand it over to Ben.
Kia ora koutou, ko Ben Lau tōku ingoa. I currently reside in Wellington. Actually live where Whatatai got stuck in Miramar Peninsula. So that's where I live. Yeah, so work at Newlands College in Whanganui-a-Tara. And the instrument dear to my heart, I would say, would be voice. But grew up playing the violin, being the typical whakapapa haina person that I have been brought up to be. Yeah. So pass it over to Priya. Kia ora, Priya.
Kia ora. I've got Jo here. We're both here from Te Whanganui-a-Tara. Lovely to see everyone again. I am, sorry, my brain's still half asleep. Instrument-wise, the main ones I'm using at the moment are voice and a lot of body percussion because I'm working with a lot of student teachers. So that's often starting with the body, starting with the voice. We do a lot of that stuff. And then other instrument at the moment's piano is the main one that I play. That's what I grew up learning. So when I get a chance to play that one, that's good. And yeah, over to you.
Kia ora. I'm Joe Prebble. I'm Priya's husband. I'm just here because I joined the Wānanga 3 weeks ago, and then these hui came up, and the topics just look really awesome. So I'll come and join for half an hour or so and just listen in. Thank you. Yeah, so we're here in Wellington. I'm not a musician. I'm a researcher. But what I'm really enjoying out of this is thinking about how aspects of this, particularly the tangata hakaro, can be incorporated. So I spent a bunch of time trying to take the science that I'm doing into marae spaces, particularly in Tautokoro. And yeah, listening to this is really helpful for thinking about that. Kia ora.
I just changed you guys' pronouns. Sorry, it was Priya again and Joe Prebble, she, her, but I had to add a him, he because I couldn't.
Oh no worries. Whatever you want to assign, Kelly. That's cool with us.
Cool. Who are we going to throw it to?
Jex.
Kia ora, everyone. My name is Jex. I run a charity called Tuatahi, where we offer free music education to tamariki and rangatahi in our community. So kids can come to our program. They can. It's very similar to a Sistema program. So if you've got a Sistema Wellington or a Sistema Auckland around you, then we used to be Sistema Waikato back in the day. I don't call myself a musician. I was a pianist for 10 years, but I say that my very, very talented tutors can take care of the music education part. This is part of my own journey, though, to be better at my job. And I would have loved to have come to the gathering in April, but I was newly pregnant at the time, so I couldn't make it. So I could now, but I was too sick at the time to come along. So I'm really, really excited that this opportunity was given so that I could. Yes, I will send you a link to Tuatahi in the program, in the chat. And I will chuck it over to Adele.
Oh, aroha mai. Oh, kia ora koutou. Just like everybody. Oh, I'm looking like an angel with that glow coming in the back there. Sorry, I've just come back from Mahi, just like most of you. This is the first time ever that I've been part of this, but Whaia Trevi from Noida or from Norton School in Kirikiriroa has encouraged us. There's actually 4 of us to join because she would like us to join her in the next, I think it's the next holidays maybe. So she's already gathering us together. She'll be excited that one of us hopped on, but she will encourage the other 3 to also hop on for the next couple of weeks. She reminded us at kura before at lunchtime today. My instrument, actually, I'm a bit of a tutu in that I've learnt piano and I've learnt guitar, but been a bit mangere and haven't learned them well enough to do it justice, really. So probably the Māori perspective and the tikanga behind Māori instruments is why we will join from Norton and Noida next time in the holidays, because we're all in either Rumaki or Reorua. So we are very encouraged by Trevi because she plays it in our hui and our kura ahui each week, a different instrument. So if you know Trevi, you know she's passionate about everything that she's involved with. So we're really fortunate to be with her and going alongside her in her journey. So kia ora. And I will pass it on to
I've just as we're in a Māori space as well, I just put a little challenge there in the chat. If you've got the rākau, you're going to pass it on. I want you to try this phrase. Ka hoatu au I te rākau kōrero ki a that person's name, okay? If you want to try that, your phrase, kia ora.
Oh. Kia ora, ka hoata au I te rākau kōrero ki a rāpua.
Kia ora, Adele.
Hey. Kia ora tātou. Tuatahi ka mihi hau ki a koe Christian, I te mate tō mātou karakia tēnei pō. Ka mihi hau ki a tātou, kua tai ki runga nei. Hoia hau, no tūhoia hau. Engari kei ōmokoro au e noho ana, I te taha o taku huatāne, e kei kirikiri roa tō maua tama e noho ana. It's awesome to be part of this space again. I loved our wānanga and I couldn't wait to come back and practice. So I practiced one of Wiramu's games. I didn't have the bamboo sticks, but we used hula hoops and they worked just as well. It was just our coordination, didn't quite get it. So I did it with my class of 22 students and they're jumping all different spaces and stuff, but it was really cool. So a lot of the things I want to learn is to impart that mātauranga onto my tamariki. Instruments that I really enjoy is the guitar, and we can play a tune even though it's flat, and sing in tune. The kids can hear it. And I mainly only play 5 chords, and I can do a kapahaka bracket with 5 chords, believe it or not. But I've just been overseas, so I was able to buy me a beautiful ukulele and got to see the man behind the person who made it. So we went to his whare over in Rarotonga and got one of our whānau to take us there. So I'm really wrapped and I can't wait to bring it to the next wānanga maybe, and somebody else can play it. Kia ora, awesome to see you guys, Kelly and Horomona. Hope you enjoyed your trip, Horo. I was thinking of you overseas. Awesome to see everyone and Ben and Prior. And thank you, Prior. My little boy and his whānau loved that tonga porotiti that you gave. So, awesome.
That's so
Kia ora.
cool.
Thanks, mate.
Kia ora.
O ka huata hau te rākau ki a koe tōmuri te awa spicer.
Kia ora, can you guys all hear me? Yeah, okay. Kawai tēnā tātou, mihi nui ana ki a koutou katoa, mihi nui ana ki a Christian, mō tō korero, mō tō karakia i te timatanga. So, kia ora, ko ai au, ko pūtahi te maunga, ko huruhuru nui te awa, ko ngā puhi nui tonu te iwi. Huri, hang on, I'm going to take a page out of your book, Kelly, if I can find it. 2 seconds, sorry, whanau. There we go. Yeah, heuri toku whanau Māori ki te kotaitanga i kai kohe. So yeah, kia ora, my name's Tomuri. I will admit I don't know many of you guys here. I'm a tauira at Te Whare Wānanga o Tākou Whakaihu waka at the University of Otago. I do tutoring work down here with a whole bunch of kura. Yeah, my favourite instrument, or the instrument I gravitate to the most, is usually voice, when I'm up doing like kapas or matatini, stuff like that. And then otherwise, yeah, taonga pūoro or te rakuraku. Yeah. Kia ora. Oh, and I was meant to be at the bloody Wānanga very recently, but I couldn't get time off work. So, hei aha. Oh, me ka hoatu au te rako kōrero ki Flems.
Kia ora, ko Wendy Fleming toko ingoa, ko Tauranga te moana, ko Mao te maunga, ko Ngāti Ranginui te iwi, ko tame, and I've completely lost it. My brain's tired. It was only the second week of term. Anyway, I'm down in Greymouth, it's a long way from home for me, but some of my ancestors were at the Denniston mine, so I kind of filtered back down to where that side of the family came from. But I'm missing Tauranga some days, especially when you look out at sea here. There is no islands. It's just straight water. So it's kind of strange. Every time I look out to sea, I look for all the islands and none are there. I work at Greymouth High School and currently have 3 level 1, 2 and 3 classes all at the same time. Running at the same time, so it's pretty hectic, and I'm hoping to find lots of answers on this course. Currently I play baritone and classical guitar and are busy practicing for the regional brass band champs, which are coming up in a few weeks. So it's I took the plunge this year and entered the solos for the first time. So my kids said if they can do it, I have to do it too. So I'm taking on the challenge for my students. So looking forward to seeing what comes up next and how it goes, and really looking forward to being part of this course. So ka hoatu au e te rako kōrero ki a, who haven't I seen? Oh, Mensa organisation, does it say? I don't know who that is.
Oh, I was hoping to get out of it, but yeah, kia ora everyone. I'm Pauline and I live in Tauranga, Moana, just behind Mount Tutu. So I used to be there's like a power site at the back of our lifestyle block, which is really cool. Yeah, and my instrument is the flute. I love the flute and have played it since I was 10, and I'm a lot older than that now. But thank you. This is yeah, really awesome, and it's so great to see you all. Thank you.
Kia ora, Pauline. Are you able to, where your 3 dots are in the top right-hand side of your screen, of your own little picture there, just click on there. You can rename Mensa organisation to Pauline. Kia ora. That looks like us. Well done with the Te Reo Māori too, everybody. Having a crack at that phrase. Beautiful. Kia ora horo. You're on mute, brother. Yeah, over to you, bro.
Ka pai. O tēnā tātou te whānau. Ana, ko tātou tēnei. And as I said earlier today, earlier in the hui, it's really cool that both Christian and Ben and the whānau at Mensa were able to create this opportunity for us to actually meet. Although it's not in person, we're able to connect online and start in a different way exploring our musical histories and tikanga with taonga pūoro. And so in amongst the kōrero that has been travelling around the motu in regard to just in regard to a lot of, oh, where are we? Are we seeing the screen? What screen are we seeing? In regards to it, but it was really cool that we're able to actually have these evenings, and although it's only a short amount of time, it's cool that we're able to actually create these spaces to be able to start delving into the question, and the question that needs to be answered. And some of the problem that's come out of it was to, for a lot of teachers, both Māori, non-Māori, and a lot of our international teachers that have come into New Zealand to be teachers, you know, have been wanting to know before the new changes in NCA to be able to delve deeper into the learning throughout how Māori ends, explore musical histories and tikanga, learn and develop insight into key terms, develop knowledge in traditional composition techniques and tikanga, as well as key te ao Māori concepts in te ao kōrero. And so one of the that we just finished doing is doing a bit of a Whanaungata meet and greet. And one of the things we wanted to do before we actually get into looking at a lot of this stuff was actually just maybe go into maybe 2 or 3. So Pauline, I'm just wondering if you could create maybe 2 or 3 breakout sessions.
We could do that too, Horo. We can actually. And a big mihi to you too, Selena. Ngā mihi atu ki a koe. Nau mai hara mai.
Well, maybe before we jump into that then, I'll jump out of that. I didn't see who else. Oh, tēnā koe.
How many rounds would you like?
So, yeah, and so before we actually delve into or go into that particular kaupapa, maybe we'll let the sis, ka koe e tuhine, Selena, mahia he whakawhanaungatanga ki Wāngana tātou, while we try and suss out breakout session group. Mauri ora.
Selena, where are you from and your favourite instrument of your heart? We need to know that.
Oh, okay. Tēnā tātou te whānau, kia ora mai koutou, ko i te taha toku pāpā no Kaipara hau, te uri o hau, i te taha toku māma no te raroa ahau, no hokianga ki te raki, i tipu ake au ki te hokianga. He kaia kua hau ki te kura taumata o Pangaru. He ngākau nui mo te taonga pūra ki tō taha o taku ngākau. My favourite instrument probably that is close to my heart, or resonates with my heart, is the taha or the ipu or the hue. There's 3 different names for it depending on the use of it. But yeah, the hue from Hine Pū te hue. When someone blows on it, if I hear that sound, it really resonates. Like, I really believe it has an essence of the female. I think it's very grounding, and maybe because it's growing from the ground, I don't know, but just really brings me down. Really brings me down to a like, because I get a little bit, as we all do, get a little bit highly elevated, especially in teaching spaces for me. And whenever I hear the hui, it just calms me down. Kia ora.
Kia ora. I thought you were going to say, and it's very divine because it grows on divine.
You and co-Rolliston and your followers puns, man. They kill me. Yeah. Like, just like when you dry up the hui.
Hey, you know, it's a feminine sound. I don't know about that, Selena. It's actually got the male kōkako. I think you're trying to. It's a mating call that I think you're attracted to.
Ka pai whānau. So in that, the time now is 25 to 7, and so what we're going to do is I'm going to we're going to go into 3 breakout sessions. It's going to be random breakout sessions, and what we're going to be doing in these breakout sessions, whānau, is just to because we're going to be having these hui over the next 8 weeks. And actually, as we go into these 8 weeks, you know, we want to have some guidelines or lay some tikanga. And laying our tikanga in the beginning allows us to sort of like, you know, for all of us to be accountable to one another in our spaces of learning and in our spaces of discussion and kōrero. Tikanga being, you know, getting to things like using our, you know, looking at the reactions label where we all put up our hand in the corner or our thumbs up or our hearts and all of those things. Maybe so when somebody is having a kōrero like we do on the marae, you know, ka aro atu te tangata ki aia, you know, we pay respect and acknowledge the person that's talking, but at the same time, whoever is talking may see a sign, may see one of those reaction emojis pop up if they've been talking for longer than intended. And so I might be seeing that emoji often. and so in that whānau, we're going to break out into these sessions and maybe in your groups, maybe see how many different types of you know, guidelines that will help us, our tikanga, maybe, you know, one being, you know, if we know we're going to be a little bit late, just let the whānau know. If we know we're going to, if we've got some more kaiako coming in, giving them an opportunity to do their whakawhanaungatanga with the rest of the whānau, and just what are our tikanga that are going to guide us along this. And if you're going to ask a question or if you have an idea, it's being able to use our chat space as well. Our what's it called on the side here? Yeah, our chat space, Alt H, or if you don't really want to share it verbally, you can chuck questions or chuck whakaaro on the chat space as well, and maybe myself, Kelly, or someone will share your whakaaro. In terms of that, just like one of our whanaunga earlier, I'm just going to go back to it. One of our whanaunga, they couldn't come in to do her whakawhanaungatanga, did it in the chat because she was going out of reception, and she's going to connect with us later on. And so, but she still put her whakawhanaungatanga into the chat space before she left. And so just all of those little things, whānau. And so I'm going to try it here. Kelly's just put it up on a whiteboard there. Those that know how to do it better than me, I'm going to pick out sessions. We're going to create 3 and assign automatically. And so here we go. We're going to go into these spaces, whānau. I'm going to say for maybe 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back and each group going to share what whakaaro, because if one of the other groups has shared one of your tikanga, one of your whakaaro, ka pai, sweet, you can share what ones that can be added to it that your whānau had a kōrero about. So ka pai with that, whānau. I'm going to see if we can open the rooms right now, and ka pai.
Oro and I will float between the rooms.
Aye.
If you want to join into the whiteboard whānau, just go for it. Go to the left, there's little post-it notes over here, the sticky note will push in, and you can just click and drag one out. You can type your tikanga on there if you want. Otherwise, I'll write it down, and when Horo goes around the group, so I'll just write it for you if you like.
Yeah, and so just to hear everybody, all of our groups sessions, if we start off with group one, whoever was in group 1, what are some of the kōrero that you come up with? And from there, we'll go into group 2 and 3. And so if group 1's already said a tikanga or a guideline to guide us through these hui in it, then we don't have to write it down twice. So kia koutou, group 1.
Kia ora koutou. So one of ours was turning off the microphone when you're not speaking, so we don't hear all the background noises that go on, and ensuring that we are listening to the person that is speaking, and we're kind of, yeah, that's it. Cool. That's awesome.
One. Turn mic off. Oh, we got it written in there. Okay. weird formatting that goes on these little post-its, so don't worry about those. Cool.
Whakawhanaungatanga, so who's next?
Can you just describe to us, what is patua te whakamā? Not everybody here speaks the beautiful reo rangatira.
Kia ora. So, patua te whakamā, it's like slap the shy. I don't know how else to say it. Try not to be shy and say what you are thinking and feeling. We did talk about having an open mind when coming into this space, and be open to everyone's opinions and kōrero. And someone said, don't be afraid to ask questions, and it's okay to ask any question. Any question isn't a silly question. So it's where patua te whakamā came into it. Ka pai.
Ka pai, kia ora.
Ka pai whānau, and so whoever put open mind, can we have elaboration on that, please?
Oh, that was me. I was just tautoko what Selena was saying on the white on the sticky note.
Awesome. Open mind means that sometimes we may bring forward things here, whānau, that they may even clash with your ideas around your religious beliefs or your faith. And we don't mean to do that. What we're doing is presenting to you a te ao Māori viewpoint, and it's not to try and make you think differently of where you are too. So the tikanga is just keep an open mind to receive it, to say that even some of the things that Horomona I might talk about, maybe from the old world as well, that may not even be practiced anymore. So the open mind is about, we're not trying to change the way that you do things or change the way you see the world, it's just to present and offer a Māori viewpoint on it. Ka pai? If we do get into a place that you feel uncomfortable, you just let us know, okay? Because that can happen too when we talk about different atua beliefs.
Ka pai whānau, so anyone from group 2 that would like to add any kōrero? We can see that some are finding it a bit hard to jump on these post-it notes and having little drawing competitions.
We've got Carmel. We've got Carmel. Who do we have in there? Jane, Rapua, or Adele. What have you got for your whakaaro? So, patua te whakamā.
Okay, so what we talked about is a little bit of a tautoko from group 1, which is providing a safe space to actually kōrero, and it could be opinions, it could be questions, but in reo Māori and Pākehā.
Kia ora. Going along with that too, if you have any terms or things that come up, you're like, hang on, you're speaking te reo Māori, you guys, can you slow down? Just let us know, okay? It's not a thing. Don't feel that you can't ask us what we're talking about. Sometimes we forget what language we're speaking, and that's honest.
Yeah.
We might go, I'm going to go now to English, and we still keep speaking reo Māori, and it's,
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, and please don't worry, whānau. Kelly's, even though he's from Te Arawa, he won't throw you into a ngāwha, into a hot spring and cook you. And me being from Ngāpuhi, I'll try not to eat you, especially if there's piko piko or puha around by you. We're wanting this space to be safe for everybody because, Kelly and I, before this hui tonight, we had a bit of a discussion in and around how each of the Zoom links, the Zoom sessions are going to be going, as well as, in our meeting at Te Mānuka Nuka o Hoturoa in Manukau the other week, a lot of the sort of like NCA 1.3 and 1.4, the external and internal sort of like accreditation for the students that were in those spaces. You know, we had a look through some of the guidelines from the NCEA website and saw the connections to the ihi, the wehi, the wana, to you know, taonga puoro, kapahaka, and Pacific song and Pacific culture as well. And so there's a broad range of connection and dialogue within the scope of the NCEA accreditation, and that's what these sessions are for, is to put your mind at ease. Even if you're not in NCEA and you're in year 9 and 10, or even primary from 1 to 6, intermediate 7 and 8, you know, we're really wanting to you know, start building a great foundation for all our levels of teaching music, whether they're music in schools or even after school sessions with some of our students, you know, because it's all interconnected. And we're wanting, like we said in the different wānanga that we've had, you know, we want our students to have that same feeling that we all feel when we're playing our instrument of choice, when we are singing that waiata, when we are moving that bow along the strings of our violin, whether we are, you know, pressing our lips against the reed of that saxophone, you know, that integral love that we have for our music. We want to be able to transition that and translate that into our messages to our students, and how we do that is with communication. And so having good communication and having a good understanding of when we can connect well with one another, you know, imagine how we can talk to our students.
Ko tata tai te wā.
Right. Cool, whānau.
Sorry, group number three. Group number three, would you like to quickly talk about your tikanga as well? We haven't really given you a chance, did we?
I can talk about a couple of them. One of the things that we talked about was having it's been spoken about before, but like this is a safe space for any partai, because like it's like no question is a dumb question. Sorry, I'm at the library, which is why you can probably hear background noise. So I said that to the back on me. Yeah, like no question is a dumb question. And of course, you know, kia kaha te reo Māori, engari, for ngā tāngata that can't really, that are like still on that journey, maybe either like translating or speaking in te reo Pākehā. Yeah.
Cool.
I really like the your group 3, your kōrero, where it's got quick 20-second catch-ups prior to hui starting, checking in with our hauora and our waiora, and that's a great thing. Some schools that I've been involved with that do something similar to that, you know, have good communication with one another, and so I think that's a good thing to add into when we start off our sessions, is to have that quick 20-second catch-ups. That's an awesome thing to add. So Maury ora to group 3.
Cool, as and obviously our last one. Not too many trombone jokes, okay, whānau? Trombone players they cop enough out there, and we want to make them feel welcome, okay? And that also goes for bass players too, but especially our trombonists. They can often feel left out in the musician circles when we start making a lot of jokes about them. We've all got 10. We already know we've got 10 jokes each. I know that.
Yeah, there's a few tears in there for the viola. Ka pai whānau. And just know that hopefully in these sessions we can hold on to this whiteboard, and so just as people are still going, what I'm going to do now, just because we're coming up towards the end, see the hour goes fast, whānau, is that over this next week is if we do have any additions, we'll find a way where we can save this whiteboard. And if you end up jumping in a little bit earlier to the session, maybe we can sort of finish off putting down or on the chats, adding them into the chats, and Kelly or myself can add those things into our tikanga, into our guidelines. And so we'll briefly go over this next week. Ka pai?
I took a screenshot just in case it doesn't save. It didn't save before. Pauline or Horo, you might be able to save it. I don't have the capability to save this particular whiteboard. But anyway, I put it into our chat, so it'll sit there.
I wonder if we can see whiteboard options.
Couple, and we'd like to offer too, at the end of every session, we'd like to offer if someone else would like to do the karakia to finish it off too. So this is your chance to use your tikanga that you've learned. And if you have a karakia to finish it off, we'll just have a volunteer and they can finish our session off. Otherwise, Horomono or I will go through that.
Yeah. And so just before we do finish it, I'm just going to, while everybody was getting into that space, you'll see me before we finish off each session. You'll see either myself or Kelly. We'll finish off each session with a saying or proverb, a colloquialism, a kōrero paki, which is sort of like an informal saying, and so I'm just going to share my screen and just jump into a couple that I just want to share for the whānau. Ooh. If we can, have you saved the whiteboard, bro?
I can't save it. I've just done a screenshot of it, but if someone else can save it, fantastic.
Cool. Okay, and here we go. Just finishing off on the session. Earlier I said like Nani Whina's kōrero, Takuku chucked it up there. You can never win anything unless you are there to do something. And that's where I've got to pay homage to the whānau Menza for initiating these Wānanga online for us to get together, and to Adele, and your kōrero about the connection, how you got into the Zoom through your colleague, and how she's pushing others to jump into it. She's decided to do something, because she wants to be able to get across the line and get into the mahi, what she's seeing, the fruits from it. And so with that one from Nani Whina, I also chucked in this one for all of us, which is ko te manu kai te miro no nā te ngahere, ko te manu kai te mātauranga no nā te ao. And it translates to a bird that partakes of the meal-bearing grains in the forest. A bird that partakes in the power of knowledge has access to the world. There are many translations of that particular saying, but that's a generalization in terms of we can learn what we know from home, and when we embrace learnings from all around the world, it opens up our opportunities to more things that are up there. And so between now and the next session next week, please, when we come back with your beautiful whakaaro, come back with the whakaaro of getting into the session. You can see here, our next session will be Tuesday the 14th of May, same time, 6 p.m. And we're going to have a little explore how identity can be expressed through music, as well as understanding how music is a waka to explore diverse worldviews. And so in that whānau, tēnei te reo kamihi ake kia koutou, kia tātou. These 8 sessions that are on this particular page, everyone should have the email link. You can sort of like have an idea of what each session is going to be about. They are just guidelines, whānau. we may come up with, like in terms of our guidelines, if somebody mentions a good kōrero at one of these sessions and it actually allows everybody to input into it, we may have to sit in that space for a session. And so then things will be moved around because, as Kelly said earlier, we want to be able to work in the kaupapa that each of you or some of you or what you are going through at the moment in your journey. And so these are guidelines to help inform us and help guide us in our sessions. But if something hits us in a beautiful, creative way, we're going to spend maybe a few more minutes on that particular subject. And so, with that whānau, tēnei te reo ka mihi ake kia koutou. And yeah, as Kelly said earlier, if there is somebody in amongst you that wants to whakakapi or wants to close our hui with a karakia, we know Christian opened our hui with a karakia with the additional link of the whānau in the background. If somebody wants to finish us off, now's the time. And if there's a bit of a pause, either myself or Kelly will close us off. But kei a koutou te wā.
Ka pai. Thank you, Ben, for volunteering there. I'm just going to put it out there. Next time you come along, there are people in isolated pockets that you know who are music teachers. They might not be able to actually make Wānanga face-to-face. So I might think that maybe Wendy down there in Greymouth, that might be a bit of an isolated place for you to get the Wānanga. So if you know other people in a similar position, reach out to them. Tell them to come and join the whānau here. It's going to be a real lovely, warm, warm whānau environment for the next 8 weeks, and it's a nice way for them to connect too, and just keep them going on their musical teaching journey, because it can get quite isolating out there too, eh? That's what we want to create here as well. Mauri ora. Kia ora, Ben.
Kia ora. First off, just want to thank Horo and Kelly for this awesome, wonderful hour. Already learning a lot in the space, and looking forward to the next 7 weeks that we have with you. And build my kite to ensure my ākonga that I can share my passion, but also ensure that I'm doing it in culturally appropriate ways. So yeah, karakia tātou, kua mutu a mātou mahi o tēnei wā, manakitia mai mātou katoa o mātou hoa o mātou whānau ao ki te aorangi.
Ai, kia ora. There we go. There's the challenge, whānau. Next time, so Ben's gone and taken up the rākau. Next time, if you have got a karakia you feel confident enough to do, and do it with the whānau, we'll let you finish it off. Mauri ora.
Awesome, whānau.
Christian will have that program available too. I don't know if you already have it, but it might be a bit flexible, that program too. But if you want to see what's coming up, obviously we missed out some parts today. We didn't really talk about the history of kapahaka. So these are ideas that we had. If you do want to revisit them and go, actually, I'm really interested in the history of kapahaka, where did it start? You let us know and we'll just pull a handbrake skid on our program. We'll just stop there. In there.
Ka pai whānau.
Ka pai.